Hey G-Dubs, my name is Ben. Hello, good morning, welcome to the micro soldering show. And today in the morning we just start with an iPhone 7, which was mailed in by another repair shop, and they changed the screen, or they told me they changed the screen. They write on the form, and after they changed the screen, the device was boot looping. Okay, so I got the device here, and the first thing I do if I get devices like that, I have a look for the flex cable, which goes from the screen to the home button, yeah, for the home button flex cable, and it was okay. So I took another screen and started without any components, connected only the screen. Okay, the device booted. Then I just connected the home button and connected component per component, okay? And after I connected the front cam, the phone was boot looping. Okay, I took another front cam. Okay, the phone was boot looping anyway. I took another front cam, a known good front cam from another screen, which worked with another device, and it was boot looping anyway. So the problem on this phone is that if you connect a front cam, the phone starts immediately to reboot. I want to show that to you. So we go to the on-hands camera and I got some front cams here, and I got the original screen of the device here. So if we connect that, just need to get another battery. Battery, and we start. So if we can, first let me just do it like that. Okay, so I connect the front cam connected. I connect the battery and I want to boot the device. Hello. Is the battery okay or not? Let me have a look. Here I got a known good battery, so this one should work. So okay, you see an apple. And you see the device is just looping. Okay, so if I disconnect the camera, I connect the battery, and I boot up the device, and it will have no boot loop now. Okay, it boots. So now we just take another front cam, and this front cam is 100%, or I show it to you. I have an iCloud board here. So we take the iCloud board, we connect the screen, and we connect the front cam. Okay, we connect the front cam, and we take power supply. And I boot up the device. Exactly the same screen, exactly the same front cam, just another board. And there is no loop. Device will boot up. this can take a longer time because of the wrong touch ID, but we have no loop, and it's an iCloud board, an old iCloud board. So we have no loop. I just disconnect the home button so we can have a faster boot. Okay, I have to connect the cable right. So I disconnect the cable for the home button and I connect the cable for the screen. And you see, the front cam is still connected, so nothing changed on the front cam. So we have no loop. Device is booting up normally, like I said, an old iCloud board. So the problem is, if we connect the front cam here, anyway which front camera, the device loops immediately. Okay, I don't want to wait now for the boot up of this iCloud board, but you see there is no loop. So if I connect the front cam, no matter what front cam, the device is looping. Okay, what do we do in this case? We do diode mode readings. So we do diode mode readings and we start at the bottom of the connector. And we take our multimeter so and we go with the red probe on ground, and with the black probe we start. So I just need to see here. So we should have 443. Okay. Next one, 418. Okay. Next one, 423. Okay. Next one, 706. Okay. Next one, 556. Okay. Next one, 431. No, 558 and 556 and 556. Okay. Next one, 431. Okay. 432. Okay. 585. Okay. Now we should have a ground. No, here we should have a ground, right? Next one we should have 461. Moment here. Okay, here we have ground, so we should have the next ground here. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so 461. Okay, 464. Okay, ground. 463, and we have 800. Next one, 460. And we have 850. Next one, ground. Next one, 462. And we have 850. And next one, 460. And we have 880. So we have problems. Here this was okay. This was okay, but we have problems on these lines. Okay, on these 4 pins, we have the values are too high and they go directly under the CPU. Okay, they go directly under the CPU. So directly under the CPU to the connector. Okay, so we have to take out the board. So that's an easy way to find out where the problem is. So, but I don't think that it comes from changing the screen, because if the customer tells us, okay, I only changed the screen and after changing the screen I had this problem. So I think it can't be the reality. So things like this often come from a hard drop and cold solder joints under the main CPU. But let's see if we can see something. Perhaps it's a refurbished device out of China and the CPU was already reballed or things like that. I don't know. So normally today in the morning I didn't want to do a CPU video because we got one yesterday. Today in the morning I just wanted to do a thing like boot looping if we have not connected the front cam. If we have connected the front cam, oh okay, so that's a fast thing I thought. We just do diode mode readings and we find something and we solve that, but I didn't know that it ends up like this. Okay, we take out the shield. The problem is you can't take much money for that from your B2B partner. So I think that's a thing around 100 euro without tax. And this for reballing a CPU is not much money, but this customer sends a lot of devices to us. And so we can do, in one case, we can do things like that. But normally it's about 200 euro for reballing the A10 CPU, because it's just work. So let's see how the CPU looks like. Okay, now we clean up the CPU. Take a brush. And having a look under the microscope. Okay. What about the coils here? Okay, let's have a look from the side. Doesn't look like a refurbished device, no. So, in this case we can't do anything except reballing the CPU, because we have higher values on 4 pins of the connector. So, and there we have the problem, and that's the problem why the device just doesn't want to boot with connected front cam. So we just start by whoa, this was hot. Okay. We just start by removing the underfloor. I just wanted to show you something different today, but we have to solve the issue. And the customer is waiting for the phone. So I hope the small audio I see has no crack. Otherwise I have to replace it. I will see in a minute. I was really really slightly going around it, but sometimes you have to replace that chip. Not often, but sometimes. Okay, and now we just take out the main CPU. Done. Okay? Looks good. Next thing is to clean up the board. So get some flux on it. And clean it. Okay. Take a brush. A wipe. After that, one more time the wick and some flux. And okay. Now we just have to clean the board for glue, for the rest of the glue, by using a smaller nozzle and our glue cleaning tool. And done. Okay. Clean the edges, corners completely, and the whole surface. Okay, now we control if the value is fine. Just cool it down. And a lot of people asked me under my last video why you don't show how to clean the CPU, because some things are just secrets. So I show you how much I can and how much I want to show, but I can't show you all, because it was a lot of work, or it is a lot of work for every technician in the world, and you have to give your own work a little bit of respect. So showing everything is just not possible. And the value is fine, or not. Or the value is not fine, so, but it's for the power IC. Okay, it goes directly back to 0. So, but normally I replace always the power IC if I do CPU works, not for data recovery, but for full function I always replace the power IC. So let's have a look at the power IC, and here you see, yes, we have to replace it. We were fast on taking out the CPU, but you see here, just because of the heat on taking out the CPU, not a problem, but we have to renew the power IC. So okay, that has been done. And now we just have to replace the big power IC. Yesterday on the power IC, on that 7 Plus, I think, it was only a little bit of underfill. This one is hardly underfilled. So you see different board type, different board, different amount of glue. I even saw iPhone 7 without underfill under the power IC. Or with just a really small amount, like yesterday. You see Maggie, and it's underfilled on iPhone 7, so we have to be fast on removing the underfill and on taking out the power IC, because we don't want to short Maggie. Okay, done. Here you see some bolts, because it was much heat, but I will take them away by using the wick. That's pretty okay, I think. Okay, done. And now we just set the coil back to the right place. Okay, done. Checking the brush. And take a new power IC. Some flux. New big power IC. Placement A1 at the left bottom. Soldering down the big power IC. Done. Waiting a short time for cooling down. Okay, cooling down and having a look if the value is okay. If the value is okay, we can reboot the CPU, getting back the CPU to the board, and it should work fine again. And that's nice. Nice value. So you always have to know where the problem can be if you do works like this. So you use heat to get the CPU on the front out. After that you have a value on the power supply and you have to know if the value is right. So now we need to reboot the CPU. A lot of people asked me which paste I take for CPU rebooting, and it's Kelly Shun 183. There are some crowns missing, but that's not a problem. Okay. Where is my tweezers here? So let's get it on, baby. Done. Okay. Take a wipe. Go over it. Lift it up. Clean it one time because we had some crowns missing which can't connect. Pushing with the wipe. One time over it. And we see that's beautiful. Okay, awesome. Just some more flux and a quick reflow with flux. Just a little bit more flux here. Okay. And we are done. Great. Waiting just for getting them out here and out here. Come on. Okay. Hey, come on. Here we need just to get them off. And it's done. Okay, we can sit it back to the board. Just a picture. And what I saw on the cam. Do you see that? This one ball. Only this one ball. There's a little bit too much amount because something from the crown caps came here. And we want same sized. And now it's beautiful. Okay? We don't want any bigger balls on our beautiful CPU. Yeah, now it's cool. Okay, and we sit that CPU back to the board. Just by using some hot air. Having a look if all is clean. No dirt. No, nothing. Great, so we can get it back. Place the CPU. Looks good. And now we just need some hot air. Waiting until the flux comes out at the sides. And as soon as I see this, I just know that the CPU is okay. Done. Now we need to wait a short time for cooling down, and we can have a look at the side, and you see that the CPU looks really fine, well connected. Okay, let it cool down for a short time, and after that we can just check the value on power supply. So, do we have a boot or not? And this looks like a boot for me. So I give you or before we go to the enhanced camera, we can just check the values on the connector again, okay? Here is my multimeter. And now we have 500, that's pretty okay. 500, that's okay. Here we should have a ground. 480, 470. Okay, this looks much more, well, much better than before. So, let's have a look. Here you can see that's the right board. We connect the screen, and important, we connect the front cam. Crazy. And we connect power supply. And now we just want to take a boot up. And boom! We see an apple. Now we just need to hope that we got no boot loop. But I think the values are fine again. Okay, we have a boot loop. Let's disconnect the camera one time. Perhaps the camera is faulty too now. But the values are fine again. Let's see, perhaps we have to do an update now, but I don't think so. Yeah, we have a boot. Morning. Okay, we have a boot and we have touch, and that's all okay. So now we just reconnect. Now we just reconnect the cam. Good morning, Andy Handy. Now we just reconnect the cam here, like you see, cam is reconnected. Let's see if we got a boot now. Okay, we don't. Perhaps the cam is faulty. Or it wasn't right connected. Or some dirt, because the values are fine again. So I think this has to work again now. It's bad to assemble that here in that way. So, okay. Cam connected. Perhaps it wasn't right connected. Okay, now we have to do this again, and let's see. No, we still have this problem, but we take another cam. Now I tested another cam before I did the CPU reball, and you saw that the values are fine again. So we just need to, I just press on the FPC of the cam. So other front cam connected, waiting for a boot. And I think we have a boot now. So we have no loop. Okay, we have a boot. But why we don't have it with that cam? Because it worked with another phone. So that's a thing which really interests me now, just to get why it works with the other cam. And I tested that cam really before, and it just doesn't work, and we had bad readings. We were about 880, and that's just too much. Yeah, it works. It works with another cam without any problems. I tested it, trust me, with that cam before, but there was the same problem. Perhaps this cam fucked up now. Just something which can happen. But the phone works again. Boom, back to life again. iPhone 7. After we had some problems with the connection from the cam to the CPU on the MIPI lines, the phone was immediately rebooting. Now we just changed and solved that issue. You can see the cam is still connected, and the phone boots normally again after a CPU reball. I hope you could learn something on that video. If you want to learn things like that easily, you can do that at the Borderline Repair School Germany. After the Corona pandemic has been gone, we open up the school again. And if you are working at the repair industry for smartphones and tablets, you can just join our Facebook group, Smartphone Repair Group Germany. I would be happy to see you there. By the way, order an ICC Pro, an amazing tool which every technician in the whole world needs, in my opinion. Okay, I'm out. Boom, back to life again. Here's Ben.